This is a Parker 920 Explorer. This is a really interesting boat. People often ask what would be a great first boat. Well, I think this ticks a lot of boxes. These are sold by boats.co.uk. This one's brand spanking new, ready to go. So I thought it'd be good to show you what these are all about. Now, a bit like a sports utility vehicle, the idea of these is to be a bit of everything. They're a fun drive. You could even ski off of one of these. You could fish off it. You could have family days out. You could stay on the boat. It really does cover a lot of bases. And we'll start right at the back here with this engine. It's a Mercury 300 horsepower engine. It's a V8, and that turns this boat into a flying machine. You're looking at over 40 knots flat out, so that makes it a properly fast boat. But it's not just about high performance, it's also incredibly practical. So let's go on board. I'll show you what I mean. There's a ladder here on the back so you can get in from swimming. What you'll notice a lot of on here is these storage areas underneath. So this is just for tucking stuff out of the way, so water sports equipment, you know, fins or masks or whatever. And as we go in through the boat, you can see you've got this great seating area around here. It's quite deep in the boat, so it's quite sheltered. You've got these tables, they're on telescopic legs, so they'll drop down. I would imagine that probably converts into a sunbathing area. And again, these voids everywhere, so it's for things like, there we go, really deep lockers. You can see that goes all the way back. That there is the same locker, so it's paddle boards or water sports equipment or whatever you want to keep on the boat and go out and enjoy on your fun weekends out on the water. Same over on this side. Look, all of these are all little storage areas or access areas, so that's fantastic. It's a big cockpit area as well, actually. You've got a lot of room out here, and you've got an overhang, so you've got a little bit of shelter, and then a sliding door, and it connects then straight through into the cabin area. Just going past, let's look in here. Again, it's just using every space. That's got like hosepipe connectors and things in. Let's go on inside. So this is your inside living area. You've got this great dinette on this side. This is a forward-facing seat next to the helm, but what you can do with this is push the backrest the other way, and now you've got a great place to eat inside under the shelter of all of this. There's a small galley over on this side. The switch panel's here as well, so you can see the controls for the lights and the pumps and that kind of thing are all here. You've got a 2-burner hob. The sink is underneath that one, and then there's a fridge down here. And this is just storage, of course. That's the control for the hob there. And then your helm, that's over on this side. Bucket seat, and you've got an opening window. In fact, also that whole roof section there, it slides back, so you can have this open to the elements. You can have the side windows open, and that makes this a great place to be even on a hot sunny day. Here there's a multifunction display here, so that's for your navigation charts and so forth. You've got speed on this side, you've got revs on that side, a little bit like a car, fuel gauge, and that's your power trim gauge. There is an anchor winch on this one, and there's also trim tabs on this one, so they're controlled from that, and that's your throttle for your engine. Fusion Hi-Fi over here, and there's a bow thruster on this one to make life easier when you're manoeuvring. So that's a nice helm, and in fact, great view out. You've got very thin mullions and a very open one-piece windscreen. Anyway, let's head forward a bit further, and I'll show you what else we've got in here, which is this cabin. Now, this will close off. You can see this door slides. So if you want a bit of privacy, you can have it. And that then is basically just a big double bed. And it really is a good size, actually. You've got a hatch up above. There's a screen over it at the moment. And you've got side windows down here as well. They have curtains that go across. And in fact, there is more sleeping down here. You can see these are the info cushions. I'm pretty certain those are for the sunbed on the back. In fact, that's what those are for. But that, I don't know how you can see, is quite a deep area. So if you've got a young family, you could put, you know, grown-ups up here, maybe a young child down there. That'd be absolutely perfect. And the other thing that you have here, very important, of course, if you're staying on the boat, is a little loo. And there's a sink in there. And in fact, that will pull out as a shower. And there's a little drain in the floor there. I mean, it's all you need really for a weekend on the water, and as I say, it just ticks so many boxes. You've got a protected helm, so people can sit in here. If the weather's not quite so nice, you can still be on the boat, or if you go somewhere and the weather's chopping up coming back, people can sit inside where they feel a bit more sheltered and safe. We can be out the back in the sunshine. It ticks a lot of boxes, doesn't it? Let's go and have a look around the outside. So there's a handle here to make it easy to get up, and you can see the rail comes all the way back as well. So as soon as you're up here, another rail up on the top, you've got a rail on this side of you, so it feels quite safe to walk around. And that is that sliding roof I mentioned, so that comes back across if you want that open. And there's another skylight back there. Let's go right round to the front. That's the hatch that is over that forward cabin, and you can see it's got that forward sloping windscreen. It looks quite purposeful, doesn't it? And then right at the front here is anchor locker. That's the power winch, that's operated by that button inside, and you can see the chain is down in there as well. And the anchor lives on that roller, so dead easy to use. Nice big chunky cleats on here. These are navigation lights, that's what those little fellas there are for. It's all nicely done. I love the stainless work around here. That's pretty good. Let's come back down this side. It's a nice boat to move around. There we go, you can see how they stopped that seat just short, so you can step down on this side and back into the cockpit. As I say, it's a lovely deep cockpit actually. You feel very sheltered in here. In fact, come right in saying there's a door on here as well. Yeah, here we go. So if you've got young kids, you know, they're properly in the boat. That is pretty cool, I think, for a first boat. Good way to get on the water. You could have a lot of fun with this. Let's step back out. Transom shower. Very good. So that's it. That is the Parker 920 Explorer. I think that's a really interesting and versatile boat. Thanks very much for watching. We'll look forward to catching you on another one very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.